It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Red Raiders head coach before the game. He understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Red Raiders headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Here's Brown to begin the drive. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. To throw, it's Hammond. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Longhorns! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And, man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. The run inside. It's sticky. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Oh, better look out! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running inside, it's Dickey. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Making side adjustments here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Hauls it in. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for space. It Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Handoff for Brown. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Right down the middle. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter, and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Punt is on its way. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Manning to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. To throw, Manning. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Manning. Got it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Here's Arts to throw. It's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Manning. Dances away. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Art's going to spin it again. Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. They're now up 9-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Just a short pass to the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On the move, it's Dickey. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Right on the money. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Arch madness. Pocket breaking down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. It is going to be nearly impossible to hear right now, and this offense is going to have to get locked in. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Manning from the gun on third down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Breaks a tackle. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. The run inside. It's Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Arch is going to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! What a grab in the end zone for 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Smothers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. Lots of conversations going on both sidelines to put together a strategy. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Manning fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, he threw a touchdown on the last drive. You saw him on the sideline talking to his play caller. Let's keep throwing it. They can't stop us. So here they are on the very next drive. First play, they're taking a shot. This offense right now, you can tell, they feel like they're unstoppable throwing.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside. It's Dickey. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with Arizona State taking on the Washington State Cougars. And it's the home team in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside, Mac.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off-play action on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
through the air. It's Hammond. Complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Fires to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas. The defense putting points on the board.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David can picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Got enough for the first. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Wants to fire on second down. Complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
Throwing Manning. Punts it out of the air. Turning it on. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Throws to the wideout. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they've put points on the board. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
And he made the extra point without problem.